Well, guys, I'm so excited for season two of Turning Coal into Diamonds. Welcome. I first off just want to say a huge thank you to everyone, all the guests, all the listeners, just everybody who was a part of season one of Turning Coal into Diamonds, people who have supported via merch. Um, just advice, time, and effort listening to me, to the podcast, to liking, subscribing, sharing on Instagram, social medias, all that stuff. I know everybody's like Gerard Cole, Turning Cole into Diamonds, Diamonds, da da da. All right, retired, da 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 da. But y'all are here. We're doing it. Season two of Turning Coal into Diamonds is launching. And today's my grandmother's birthday. So I chose today because it was a Friday, because it was my grandmother's birthday. Um, and it just felt like a really great day. I'm such a grandma's boy. Anybody who knows me growing up, like, G Mom, you're the one. The only woman in my life. We have a little joke about that. She is my girl. The only one. And but yeah, so welcome to season two of Turning Coal into Diamonds. Turning Coal into Diamonds, TCID, is a funny and inspiring take on how we all have coal moments in life, moments that add a little bit of pressure. And because no matter who you are, no matter what background you are, we all have them, whether that be a breakup, losing a job, um, getting a job maybe you didn't want, even we've had people that lost limbs. Just we've all had different stories about moments where just like life took a turn. And for me, it's really about how we react and move forward that creates a diamond. So I created this podcast so that we can learn together about how we can all turn those moments into diamonds together. So please join us every Monday and Friday morning. Each Monday, we'll have a guest to share their own unique coal to diamond moments and learn new skills and concepts that they've learned to create diamonds of our own. And every Friday episode will be with just me. And every episode's intention is really to learn new ways that we can all navigate life with an entertaining and forwarding outlook. And not every time it will be entertaining and forwarding at the same time, but that's life, y'all. So, Turning Coal into Diamonds is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you catch your podcast. So, make sure to never miss an episode by hitting that subscribe and follow button. Yes, so you can do that. Do it right now. And if you would like to support the podcast monetarily, which really helps us with better equipment and just making TCID the best we can be, some of you guys will have seen the video quality is a lot better. The studio has changed. We're in a more spacious environment. We got lights going. We got diamonds in the background. Y'all can't see it, but this says Turning Coal into Diamond. Just, it's looking cute. You got stuff on the wall. There's candles. It smells cute. And that's all thanks to you guys. So you guys can support that monetarily by joining us on Patreon, and that'll be where we host exclusive content with myself and guests talking about things that may not be so quote unquote inspirational, and we'll call that diamonds in the rough. And we'll have some fun things going on there. I have some really cool things planned with sex and dating coaches where we'll get to ask them questions on a more regular basis. We'll have some OnlyFans content creators to ask them fun questions about just that world that they're in. And really just some fun other guests. Some guests you'll see from Turning Coal into Diamonds, and to also, we call it DITR, for Diamonds in the Rough. But this is because I really, with TCID, season one was such a fun. It's my baby. We had an amazing time with it. We had some amazing guests, and I really learned in all of those episodes. We did 40 episodes, y'all. 40 episodes in the season. So that was really, really fun. But I really learned what I want to bring, what I want to share, what the voice, the brand of Turning Coal into Diamonds is. And so I really want to make sure that we're having fun, we're keeping it real, we're keeping it cute, but at the same time we are, we're learning, we're growing, we're changing the world, if you will. We're making bold and powerful decisions together. And one of the things that got me to this place is, especially with, last year, Turning Coal into Diamond started April 420, actually, 420, y'all. And, so much happened last year. So much happened last year. We had George Floyd, we had, you know, elections and, riots and just crazy things. And I learned, as much as I'm a goofy, funny, all of that stuff, it's gonna come. It's natural. It's here, baby. That's who I am. But I want to change the world. I want to make impact. I want to be the change I wish to see in the world. I want to make sure that we're all being our best selves, because I really believe when we are being our best selves, that we're spreading that, other people, that leaks off to other people. I don't know why I am salivating, y'all. I literally, right before this, took a sip of water, and it is just, I'm gonna have to edit all these smacks and from the video. But anyways, my goal is to really inspire and use my voice, my platform, to make a difference out there. And as much as I want to be funny, as I've said, my biggest inspiration is to make that impact. And not all the time um I can skip over what's going on in the world, what's going on in life, just to be goofy and funny. And as much as I love all this other fun stuff and fun conversation, I want to keep that separate. So make sure to go to the Patreon. That was the reason to say all of that. And if you do want to also support, please buy merch online. We have some really cool things. I'm wearing one of our hoodies right now. We have them in different colors. We have tanks, we have visors, we have masks, we have, I will say, quick disclaimer, the masks were made in China, and some people in China are a little bit smaller than Americans, so some of them are a little twink, but the masks are cute. But there's plethora of things, iPhone cases, things like that to support. And if you want to be a part of Turning Coal into Diamonds, please reach out. If you want to ask questions, suggest topics for future episodes, or just say, hey, G Cole, what's up, brother man? Or you that bitch. The pronouns are he, him, her, they, that bitch, queen, yes, bitch, Beyonce, slay queen, all of it. If you want to reach out, text us at 818-817-66. I'm sorry, 6227. That's 818-817-6227. Or email us at tcidpodcast@gmail.com. I love to hear from you guys, so please use that. And today I really, 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 really wanted to talk to you guys about something that popped up recently for me. I changing it super last minute, but it's about comparison. And comparison's been coming up for me a lot in the last year for sure, but really in the last like month or two, especially. And a lot of that is like, it's not new to me, especially growing up. I know we all had um examples, especially growing up in middle school, high school, comparing yourselves, like, puberty and all that stuff, like, just as you go all, just like who's cool, who's not, what they're wearing, da 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 da, all that. And right now, one of the things that's really been big for me is I struggle with things in life, so I'm not gonna like. I sometimes I feel bad about starting off with I'm blessed. Like I live a very fruitful life. I live a very like adventurous life where I don't have children. I make decent money. I can make my own schedule. I'm in charge of my own career, if you will, besides like agents and stuff like that, and just like auditions and all that stuff. But like, I quote unquote make the say so and what I want to do, what I don't want to be a part of, and all that good stuff. And I also will say there's a part of myself that compares myself, even in my own field, and so with people that are outside of my field, and whether like how much money I should or shouldn't be making. I'm not making as much as that person who's also in my field or around me or such and such, even though I'm making more than that person. Like, then I'm like, I feel such and such way, or like I make a belief about myself because of that, or even I didn't book that role and I see this person book that. Like, does this mean I didn't, I'm not as good, or I shouldn't be doing this, or, should I be meditating more, drinking more peaceful and tranquil water, or is it because I'm overweight, or things like that of that nature? And this then reminded me, all in this conversation with a friend, about another quote that I heard from a podcast actually long ago. And it was, you'll never have what you want until you want what you have. And I'll say this again, mostly for me, but for you guys too. You'll never have what you want until you want what you have. And I realized in all this comparison and looking at kind of what other people are doing, or how much Bitcoin other people are investing, um, that I'm not being okay, or at least happy with what I actually already have. Focusing what's in front of me, focusing on my own path, focusing on my own journey, and making that the best that I can make it, making that the most fun, the most inspiring, the most impactful, the most powerful that I can make it. Because, and I know that one, even though I'm doing all these amazing things, I know I'm not doing it the most because I'm spending time and energy looking at what other people are doing. And there's a difference between, like, okay, I'm looking because I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to just quote unquote be a better person, if you will. Um, there's that versus actually, oh, I'm trying to be like that, or I want that, or how come I didn't get that, or um, what did they do that made how what did they do that got that to that point that I need to do to also get to that point, where, and all of that makes exactly what I'm doing quote unquote wrong. Like, what I'm doing, my path is not necessarily the right way. And we've all heard there's a million ways, or 100 ways, or 10 ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Some I don't know how many ways there are, but there's more than one. I know that, to skin a cat. And why are we skinning cats, y'all? Man, that's so, we shouldn't be. That's not a good one, huh? 2021. Stop skinning cats. There should be no ways to skin a cat. But either way, there's, in looking at what other people are doing, I'm not wanting what I have. I'm not grateful. And that's one thing that I've learned through my years of like personal development and just looking within, and like for me to live a more happy life, a more like just supportive and joyful life, gratitude is so, so important. Ugh, jeez Louises, I'm preaching to myself right here tonight, y'all. Gratitude is so important. And reminding myself what I'm grateful for over and over again is one of the things that supports me in getting out of that comparison. Especially, this is going to sound crazy, but I learned this a lot in dance. And I think it was 2016, 2017, I started taking a lot more professional dance choreography classes. And I've always been known to my friends and family and people that have seen me in the clubs and out there doing my thing, like I can dance. But when I started taking professional like choreography classes, it was a struggle for me because it's a lot different, like learning dance moves in a unique time, matching the other dancers and other stuff like that to make it like unison and look good cohesively, and the vision of the choreographer. And when in those professional classes, when I'm like looking at other people like to learn the moves and all of that stuff, it would mess me up. It would mess me up, and especially it would hurt my I don't want to say my feelings, but it would hurt my ego, my self-esteem when I'm like looking at, oh, look at them being so amazing, doing that so cool, da 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 da. And it was not until I don't remember exactly the song or the choreography, but I remember the moment where I was like looking at myself in the mirror. And it started off in that one class too, where I was doing a stretch because we do stretches every class to cool down, cool off, or cool, warm up, cool down. And in that class, I was like, "Ooh, man, I did the stretch in the warm up," and I was like, "I've never been able to do that stretch completely." I was like, "Oh snap! Look, girl, what's up?" And then in that also class, I was focused on me, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I was focused on my growth. I was like, I've grown so much physically and as a dancer, and being able to focus on myself in the mirror and learn my own swag to put into the moves." And it was like that moment that I was like, oh my goodness, it hit me. I was like, wow, that's like life. It's focusing, like obviously learning. We all go to school and we learn practices and da 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 da. Things go on in the world. We have our experiences, so we learn. But then moving forward in my own unique way, putting my own swag on it, putting my own personality into it, like I watch all these different motivational speakers like Gary Vee and such as Kyle C's. um and a lot of times I'm like, I feel bad about myself because I'm like, I'm not like, yes, I like to meditate and I take time for myself, but and I'm not like the guy that's gonna go to like Mount Rushmore, drink the waters of the tranquil seas that open up the gates to the winds of the earths that move, seas, and never be on my cell phone again. That's just not me. And I get to find my own unique path. I get to be okay with the way that I do things that make me happy and keep me focused and keep me on my path of my goals and wake me up fulfilled and healthy and taking care of myself. And then that way, things that I want are just attracted to me because I'm generally being that person. I'm being a person of gratitude. I'm being a person of abundance. I'm being a person that's so grateful and okay with the journey and the path that I'm on. That the things that are on my goals, my bucket list, my vision board that I've made are just vibrationally attracted to me. And I know I sound crazy because when I say that, I think of, I don't know if you guys saw that video where these like, I want to say right wingers, like I'm pretty sure they were like Trumpers, We're like, you can't get COVID if your vibrations the right way. Like if you have the right vibrations. And I'm not like, if you just have the right vibrations, just like you walk out the door and boom, boom, pow, you're a freaking millionaire, Elon Musk, and you're going to Mars tomorrow. And what I'm saying is, I don't know if you've heard, but there's a conversation of be, do, have, where you're being the person that does the things, then you have, rather than I have to do these things, then I become happy. Or I have to have this, then I do that, then I be that person. It's being that person, doing the things, having what you want. Um, and at the same time wanting what you have. Which is here why we are turning coal into diamonds, because it is such a I don't want to say cluster F, but you know what I'm saying. It's a circle. It's a, as many days as I'm like, yes, turning coal into diamonds, positive, positive. Yes, he's got no comparison. He's out it. He's that bitch. He's doing it. I have plenty of moments where I'm like, who am I? What am I doing? Where do I live? Why do I live here? Why am I paying this rent? Should I move out? Should I get a sales job or like some 9 to 5, like such and such, such and such? And because that's what that person's doing, making that much money. It's like, dude, like even with OnlyFans, I'm like, people are out here dropping panties and pants and stuff, making, dude, I was just talking to this one person on tech on Clubhouse. Actually, if y'all ain't on Clubhouse, y'all got to get on Clubhouse. But I was talking about this to this one, making, like, just making bank. Honestly, I can say, because I'm not gonna say their name, but he was making $10,000 a month. Like $10,000 a month, like not even and I'm like, okay, in the grand scheme of like what I want to be making in life, $10,000 a month ain't like it's cute, obviously, but I'm talking about, I'm trying to make Kim Kardashian money if I'm trying to put out some sex tapes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I'm trying to be creating that dino story if I'm putting out this booty hole. But people are doing it. And I'm saying just that, even that comparison. And I'm like, no sex shaming. I'm all out here for do what you want. And I'm like, I'm not that person, but I'm like, should I be that person? I'm out here thinking I'm this person. And it's like, I gets to be okay with not shaking my booty hole for some coins. Even though I'm like, should I just be shaking my booty hole for some coins? I'm probably gonna edit this part out. But that will be on Diamonds in the Rough. So go to the Patreon to support for the exclusive content. Um, but one of the things that I want to just say again, because I know I just, for me personally, can't say it enough, is just thank you guys for being and tuning into Turning Coal into Diamonds. I know, like I already shared, first season, we got to learn so much together, and just the transition of where it started and where it ended. And I'm so grateful to start this season with a clear vision, a clear goal in mind for the podcast. And that's going to start with our first episode, Miss Maria Two Straps. She is a sex and dating coach. She is in the queer community. I really, really love her. We used to game on Xbox a lot together as well. I miss her for that. But I thought it was really cool to start the season with a sex and dating coach, because I ended the season with a sex and dating coach, a male coach. And so I think it would be great to start with the female perspective. And she's really gone to school and studied a lot in these fields. And I'm really, really excited for you guys to hear this. And we're going to be bringing her back, hopefully, on the Patreon. Not even hopefully, she's already agreed, so we'll make that happen. And we'll have an effective parenting coach, and she's amazing, Catherine Celery, and just even how she communicates with people. I've learned obviously how to communicate with my family and my parents, but also just through like roommate drama and friend stuff and all that stuff through her. She's amazing, effective coach. So I'm excited to have her on. We're going to have a really, really special guest to me. He is the son, and I think his actual title is Managing Director of Catan, which is one of my favorite board games. We'll have a queer confidence coach, which he works in the queer community, but we'll all have things to learn in the area of confidence. But I'm really, really excited for this season and the guests that we have coming up, because everybody has such a unique story. And I think that there's so many things that we can really take forward that will be helpful and valuable to all of our listeners and our audience. And that's why I'm so grateful too to have this phone line and text set up so that we can communicate with each other. You guys can let us know what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see. So please, please, please be using that number. It's the 818 817 6227 number. I got to keep saying it so I can remember it. Or if you feel comfortable, you can email us at TCID podcast at gmail.com. But I'm really, really, I've learned so much from last year, especially, like I said, and just who's the person I want to be in this world. And a lot of that came from having arguments, honestly, with Trump supporters. And, I got to see my own blind spots. And, I'm not embarrassed or ashamed for anything that I've said or posted. And I also want to make sure that my general message is one for everyone, one that not only, turning coal into diamonds isn't only for people that are already up to amazing things. These are conversations for all of us that are learning and growing together. We don't all wake up woke, right? You know what I mean? It's a learning, it's a growth, it's a ability to open up and be vulnerable and share where I'm at, like, not being my best self, where I'm being, where my ego is showing up and involved and all that stuff. And so I want this to be a spot where we can talk about it so that we can all be our best Beyoncés moving forward. Bring out our inner Virgos and our inner Capricorns out there, all while being our extra Sagittarius selves. That might be more so for myself there, but I've been doing so much more studying in the astronomy world and things like that. So that's been really cool in this last year. But I'm really going to wrap it up and just saying once again, thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Turning Coal into Diamonds. Please look forward and hit that subscribe button to so you never miss an episode moving forward. I'm really excited for what's to come with season 2. And really, hopefully, I know my goal is really to not really miss, like, not to have seasons. Like, I love and I miss podcasting so much. So you guys might just be stuck with me forever. I'm not committing to that just yet. But until then, hit that subscribe button, y'all, so you never miss an episode every Monday and Friday. Follow us on all the social medias. We have some really cool things across the board. Um, on Patreon, I've already said we're going to have some really juicy things on DITR. That's Diamonds in the Rough. And I have stuff on Instagram, some extra really fun dance videos that are inspiring and motivating, things like that. YouTube, if you're into RuPaul's, I do some RuPaul recap bonus episodes with a friend on there. TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, I'm all over the place, y'all. So catch it all. Make sure you subscribe and follow me there. Excuse me, that was gross. And if you want to be a part of Turning Coal into Diamonds, I can't say enough. If you have questions, suggest topics, want to suggest future episodes, or just say, hey, what is up? That outfit was super cute. Where can I get it? Text me. It's 818-817-6227, or email tcidpodcast@gmail.com, or just go to, come on, dude. It's Turning Coal, or I'm sorry, it's 2021, Gerard. What are you doing? Come on, just everyone, them, he, she, all you guys. We have some super cute merch available on turningcoalintodiamonds.com. You can find out more about me. You can see stand up, links to pretty much everything that I've just talked about is all there. But please don't forget to move forward, making powerful decisions in life. And every day, make sure to keep turning coal into diamonds, y'all. I'm so excited to be back. Season 2. Bye, y'all. Happy birthday, Grandma.